Yourself, what is your purpose on the earth as a woman?
Guess who's joining the 4B movement?
Loose wool women are starting to wear your 304 badges too proudly. No men will sit there for it. You're creating passport bros, you're creating all types of men right now.
And then once those girls get their green cards and get their citizenship, they leave you.
Guy who went to a third world country to get a traditional wife, and she played him for filth.
Hey guys, welcome back to More Than Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
What's your biggest turn off?
Guys that are funny all the time. Like, you know, I love funny guys, but when they don't know when to be serious, like, Okay, let's do the next one. Okay.
Man, that's crazy. See, she wasn't talking about him in that instant, but she definitely was thinking about guys like him because it happened close to around the same time. But Kai Cenat don't care. He probably makes more money than she does. He's a big-time YouTuber who makes millions a year. That woman would love to be on his roster. Don't let it fool you now. She probably don't want to be, but if she probably knows, and I'm sure she would jump at the chance, but hey, it's fine. Not every girl's gonna like you. Keep moving on.
Ask yourself, what is your purpose on the earth as a woman?
Guess who's joining the 4B movement? Every woman who saw that video. See, it's not the fact that you're trying to control us. No, the problem is that you believe that a woman's inherent worth comes from what she can do for you. Be in a relationship with you, take care of you, give you children. Just thinking about it again. Birth rates are down all over the world, and it's not just because of the economy, it's because of cisgendered men like this. Hence the 4B movement in South Korea. Because a woman's worth doesn't come from her ability to reproduce, just like it doesn't affect anybody's worth. Only you can determine what your life purpose is and what makes life worth it for you. Because every person is important no matter what they're doing with their lives. So maybe you should stop focusing on other people's lives and figure out your own.
And you know, the first thing she jumped to is the 4B movement in South Korea. And these women have no idea what's happening in South Korea. Like I'm telling you, they have no idea that we are in South Korea getting nothing but love. When I mean nothing but love, I mean nothing but love. The same things happen in Japan, the same things happening in Thailand, and many other parts of the world, Brazil, Colombia, the same thing is happening in South Korea as well. But they will never know that. Why? She's living under a rock, watching her same TV shows, eating Twinkies, the glitter popping out, extra glitter, having a good old time, right? Getting all chubby in the cheeks, glitter's popping everywhere, popping out of the belly, the side belly, and she don't care. And she's feeding it to her kids, getting them fat too. And I gotta call it how I see it, because women talk like they know it all, but have no idea what's going on in the world. That's the thing. And they always try to tell other women in other parts of the world, be like us. You don't gotta deal with these guys. They're trying to say, oh, don't deal with these passport bros. Oh, those guys losers back home. Remember that? When guys are winning in Japan. Oh, guys aren't doing good in South Korea. When guys are winning in South Korea too. We're gonna get into that later.
You modern women are starting to wear your 304 badges too proudly at this point. You loose wool women are starting to wear your 304 badges too proudly. When we take the time to tell you to stop sleeping around with hundreds of men, we are doing that to help you. This is not a competition. It's not about if men do it, oh, what do you call them? What about all the men that have done it? As a woman, your value depends on the amount of men you let enter your body. Your body is not a church. People are not supposed to be in and out of there like it's nothing.
Word.
Have some decency. Have some self-respect. The more you let men enter your body, the more you sleep around with men, the higher your body counts, the lower your value as a woman. You're the same person who's going to sit around thinking, I'm wifey material. You are delusional enough to think that you're competing with a man. You cannot compete with a man. Men are men, women are women. You have a hole down there. The more you let men enter that hole, the looser it will get, the lower your value as a woman. Get that in you.
I'm gonna finish it, but it's that simple. The more you let men enter your hole, the looser it will get. The more you lose your connection to the next man. It's not hard to understand. And she's a foreign woman, you can tell, right? She's a foreign woman, seems like she's from the West Indies, who gets it. As she's saying, she's talking to you, woman, because she gets it. The reason why she's saying that is a lot of you don't get it. Let's get right back into this.
It's not a competition. And if it was, you would be losing because you would have no value. As a woman, you would need a man to make you a wife, to make you a mother. No man will sit there for it. You're creating passport bros. You're creating all types of men right now.
You know what she said? You're creating passport bros. You're creating all kinds of men. Why are you creating passport bros? We gotta go. You letting too many guys in that hole? We don't want to deal with you and your soul because you lost control. We gotta go. I'm a rap star now.
Stop wearing that badge so proudly. There's nothing funny, there's nothing respectful about you being so loose. Take accountability. Look around you. All this is being done so you can have some conscience and say, what is wrong? Why is all this going on? Why is all this being talked about? It's so you could look and bring a change. Stop sleeping around with every man you find.
Damn! He's cooking our garbage.
Yes. It's funny. This is for men as well. She said the reason why all of this is being talked about so you can change. Even the passport bro movement. It's so men can hear it as well and find a way. And also it's so you can change. Soft guy era. It's so men can hear it, but it's also for women to hear it, and so you can change. Instead, what always happens? Fight the power, fight the power, fight the power, fight the patriarchy, fight the patriarchy. We're not fighting. We're actually laughing now. Look at what's going on with passport bros. Look what's happening with soft guy era. Guys are actually laughing about it because you're making a fool out of yourselves, and you continuously sleeping around, racking up bodies. Every time you see around a woman that looks good on TikTok, a lot of times, I'm not saying all the time, she's racking up bodies. OnlyFans, all that stuff. Just bodies.
Lots of bodies, apparently.
And wondering why they don't have a man to keep. Let's keep going.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but passport bros end up giving all of their money to those girls in other countries.
Oh, here we go again.
And then they end up on 90-day fiance.
Huh?
And then once those girls get their green cards and get their citizenship, they leave you because they're smart. They use you for exactly what you're worth. They make a come up and then they keep it pushing like how a real woman would.
And this is all they have. You see that? All they have is shame. That's it. Right? As you seen the other woman explain it, she explained the remedy. What do? They turn around and go, okay, let me jump up and do what I can to keep these men from leaving, right? Just like the video I reacted to yesterday, the loser back home woman. Actually, now it's gonna be 2 days ago from when y'all see this one. But yeah, just like that video I reacted to yesterday. Oh, let me keep these guys from going. Not knowing guys are winning everywhere. Don't care to do the research. They could care less to do the research. And I realized something yesterday. Almost as many videos as you see up of women bashing passport bros, I have almost as much videos supporting how we're winning, right? Showing the proof. and they look over it. A lot of times I gotta start labeling it better. Maybe pass for bros every time, pass for bros, because I'm not doing that. I'm just labeling it how I want to. But they ignore it. They know about it, but don't want to be bothered. They want to look over it because they want to show the masses of women they're losing and the masses of men, oh, you're losing, when they already see the truth. Men, they watch and they search and then they understand, right? Which is not hard. But let me keep going. Let's keep going.
So I realized I know this guy who went to a third world country to get a traditional wife, and she played him for film. So not only did she play him, but I think he was thinking he would groom her because he's like 20 years older than she is.
But how is that grooming, right? Now, I was looking at a show the other day, and a woman was saying a guy was 20 years older than her. And what they were saying is men usually are ready for marriage when they're older. So what does that mean? And you will hear Kevin Samuels say it all the time, but nobody wants to hear it. Younger women should give older men because they're more ready. Meaning, you want a man making 100,000? You want a man that's around my age, around 40. He's probably closer to making that money, if not making it already. So that's a man that can support you. And then you're around baby making age, he's ready for babies. And what do they always say? No, I could never. I could never get with a man like that. Oh, you dare talk? You go to the other country and groom women? Of course he's talking to women. Because he's around the age where he should be talking to them. He's secure in everything he has, everything he's done in life, and he's ready to support that woman. But then they bash him.
But she played him. So maybe if some of those women in those countries where the passport bros are frequenting see this, they can take her lead. So I think it's important to get one that actually does have money because he's not rich, but he had a really high paying job. And he bought her a house in her country. Now, from the social media posts, it looked like she was the one whose name was on that lease because he was a foreigner. But this is where I think it broke down. He finally, after he bought a property there, I'm pretty sure her family was living in it, he moved her to the U.S. And I'm following this all on social media, mind you, because these dudes are always trying to prove the point that these women will do better than American women. And maybe she did. So he finally moved her to the U.S. And, yeah, I knew it was going to break down. Well, I thought it was a mess from the beginning, but I knew once she actually moved, because I actually didn't think she would. And I was just like, if she does move to the U.S., she's probably going to come and try and see if she can get an upgrade from him. But anyway, so they moved to the U.S. and, you know, she was doing all of the traditional things. She was cooking. She was, you know, he was posting his meals, like blah, 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 right? But then this post came. She's got a job. And I was like, she did not move here to be a traditional wife and work.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
What was he thinking? Then slowly those posts started to fall off. Like, there were no more, you know, elaborate meals being cooked. There was no more, because this was like regular, like almost daily, right? He was showing the world what you get when you get a traditional wife. So,
now this woman that he got, right? The way she's saying, because I know women from here, they usually are already like that here. Like they have jobs, decent paying jobs, and they're already cooking for the man still. Like there's women here in the Philippines that are working, their man don't work. They pay all the bills and they still support them. This is happening right now. I know Filipinos doing this right now. The man's not working at all. They're doing everything. They hate it, but they still doing it. So I'm sure this probably wasn't a Filipino. If it was, she must have been young, and this is exactly why guys say, don't bring her back, because you really can't. You don't know, you can't trust. But let me let her finish.
now he's been on what I call the broke hurt man tour. It's nothing but him going on trips to see like all of our friends from university, all of the ones whose like family lives have broken down. And of course I had to check because I'm nosy, but
She couldn't wait. That's what happened. She couldn't wait to see him fail.
it's just her in a bathing suit back in the country where she came from. And now he's on the golf course again. Hello.
Well, he sent her back. That's what happened. She came over, got a job, everything failed. He sent her back to her country. I guess he kind of lucked out, right? He didn't give her the green card, like for good. She wasn't able to stay, so, you know, she went back home. Now, this happens, guys. One thing you have to understand, with these women disrespecting us, and putting us down, they don't want to see you succeed. They ignore the positivity and always bring up the negativity. And this is exactly why guys are leaving. This is exactly why guys are searching outside of the West. Because after a while, we all realize
This is the way.
passport bros, cash for no. It's definitely more to life than dealing with a woman like this.
Who's come